Hi, I'm Trevor Lewis, author of Thriving as an Empath, Empowering Your Highly Sensitive Self. I've been an empath all my life, and since 2013, I've been on a mission to help other empaths learn more easily the lessons I had to learn the hard way. This talk discusses some of the challenges empaths face getting a decent night's sleep, and, in particular, waking up bright, rested, and raring to go. As a starting point, consider two aspects of being an empath. One, we process other people's energy and emotions. This is part of the basic definition of being an empath. For more on this, listen to my talk, Being Empathic versus Being an Empath. And two, that empaths are natural healers. For more on this aspect, please listen to my talk entitled Empaths Thriving as Healers. If we agree on these 2 points, then you are ready for point number 3, namely, empaths do a lot of healing work during our sleep and often wake up processing other people's emotions. Let me rephrase that for emphasis. It's easy for us as empaths to wake up feeling grumpy because we are still processing the people we were healing overnight. For some of you, I know this idea might be quite a stretch, especially as many of you don't necessarily think of yourselves as healers in the traditional sense. Being a healer doesn't mean that we have to be a massage therapist, a nurse, or a life coach, although that may be appropriate for some of you. It may be as simple as being a good listener, which most empaths certainly are. Primarily, healing is about becoming channels for sending energy to people in need. I can best explain by telling you how I came to realize that I was healing people at night. I had gotten used to the idea that I was processing other people during the day. I had started to be able to quickly realize when I didn't feel like myself, like the emotions going through my body were not my own. Then I started to realize how often I would wake up in the morning feeling grumpy and grouchy in a way that didn't reflect who I knew myself to be. That used to mean that I often continued that processing throughout the whole morning, if not the whole day. Not fun. Since realizing that my early morning bad moods were because I was processing somebody else, I've been increasingly able to wake up and interrupt the pattern. The first step was to move from being a struggling empath to a thriving empath, is awareness. Awareness that we can't fix ourselves for somebody else's emotions. Sometimes just that awareness can be enough to recenter yourself. If not, refer to both my light projector exercise talk and my Chakras for Empath talk for additional techniques that will help tremendously. Actually, the reason I've recorded this talk today is that this happened to me just yesterday. I woke up grumpy for no reason and then caught myself. As soon as I realized that I was feeling off-center because I was processing one of my clients, I was able to let go of the emotion, run the light projector exercise, and then roll over in bed with a smile on my face. It was a very different start to my day than what would otherwise have happened. So far, I've talked about realizing you may be processing other people as you wake up in the morning. However, the same principle holds true for the middle of the night too, especially around 3 or 4 o'clock. Personally, I've found it harder in the middle of the night to keep the awareness that I am an empath and processing other people. But once I remember that fact, it's always easier then to roll over and go back to sleep. Thank you for listening to this talk. Thank you for helping yourself learn to become a thriving empath. For more information, please go to www.thrivingempath.com.